go back, check out Grizzly today. We were here 2 weeks ago. There was snow just after the obstacle, so we couldn't go very far. So we'll go see what it looks like this time. Well, there's a lot less snow than last time, but the creek's running, you know, pretty high. A little bit of snow, none around the sign. We'll go see how slick the rocks are. On this section of the shelf. This is where we turned around 2 weeks ago and we showed you how much snow is here. Come over by Chester. Yeah, stand there. Oh. There you go. One more driver. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, so if you cut a track on the uphill side, a lot of times you can hold yourself on the road where it's a little bit tippy or leans you to the downhill. So definitely don't do that if you don't feel comfortable. I haven't done that before, been with people that have, but that is one option to be able to pass some snow on a side hill or a tippy section. We also have two other popular trail updates before we keep trying to make it up to Grizzly. Great Sand Dunes National Park Service did announce last week that Medano Pass is officially open for the season. So if you want to, you're welcome to go down and check that out. And then a little bit on Holy Cross. So National Forest Service Road 703, the Homestake Access Road, did open yesterday seasonally. May 21st is the seasonal opening date there. So there might be some people, you know, pushing up there to see what the snow looks like on Holy Cross. However, we have been notified by the Eagle Holy Cross District that between June 5th and June 16th, 759, which is the Holy Cross City Jeep Trail, will be closed because they're going to be doing some road maintenance on 704 and 727 nearby. So they're closing that route. That's happened in years past too for maintenance. So you will not be able to access Holy Cross between June 5th and June 16th. So please plan accordingly. pretty big Avi field up here before the main avalanche field, and it's not, I mean, it's not really a big chute. There's still a lot of big trees around, so it must not run that often. I haven't really seen it like this in this spot before, but the snow does get really hard. If you can stay on top of it where these Avi fields are, it's real compacted, you can still go. So we're a little less than a mile and a half up. I have to turn around here. It's pretty angled snow, sloping downhill, and there's some ice underneath. So it really wants to push you off the side of the road, especially the back tires. We're not quite to the typical big avalanche field, so I can't see what it looks like, but judging by the avalanche field that we just crossed, I'm sure it's 10, 15 feet deep at least. Probably be another week or two before we could really make a run at it. So this one's probably going to be into June before we can get up there to the Grizzly parking lot. So we're heading back down now. Like I said, about a mile and a half is all really deep snow. You know, several feet of snow pushing all the way up through that we had to from that second creek crossing. Kind of snake through the trees there, and it's pretty shady. There's a lot of snow in through there, and then all the way up to where we stopped, we were pushing all the way through snow. So yeah, it's just gonna be a while. You know, a lot of stuff is melting. Show you some pictures here of the Cascades right there after Chalk Lake as you're driving up towards St. Elmo. You know, they're booming down through there. A lot of water coming down. But when you have that much snow in the high country, a lot of water can keep coming down, and there's still, you know, a lot of snow left to melt. So you only get about 2 miles on the Hancock side from St. Elmo on dry roads before you run into snow. And then also towards Tincup about 2 miles as well before you start running into snow. So if you're equipped to deal with deep snow, you might be able to go a little bit farther. But if you're just looking to get out and go for a drive, you know, a mile is about, or excuse me, 2 miles on each fork is about all you can get. So over here on Pomeroy, we made it around the first corner just past the tram house. Only about a half a mile up, and then, you know, kind of on the north side here, that snow starts sloping into the road. Usually it takes a while before this piece melts out, and then once that happens, you can go quite a bit farther. So it's still going to be a couple more weeks before we've got anything of note to report on Pomeroy. So we were able to push past the Alpine Tunnel parking lot today and got right at the Hancock Pass junction, you know, where 295 splits off from 299. You go to Hancock Lake or to Hancock Pass, but it's pretty deep up here, so we'll probably have to turn around somewhere around this spot. Getting pretty deep up here now. It's snowing on us. We're almost at 11,200 feet elevation. So I've turned around right here. It gets pretty deep, just sinking in, going forward. So we're right about 11.2. Close to a mile past the 295, 299 junction down there. So yeah, deep snow, but if you can float on top, you can get about a mile up towards Hancock Lake from the Hancock Pass, Hancock Lake junction. So that's your trail report for this week. We got a lot of trails that are also in the copy of this. So not just the ones in the video, we got everything that we've been reporting on so far, or anything else that we saw, accurate conditions. So yeah, just be careful out there. It's definitely melting, but there's a lot of melting to go, and stay tuned for next